I just launched SmartHash. I just fucking quit my job. So today is day 3. This is day 248. What's up, guys? It's day 339. It is day 9, and I did not want you guys to miss this. You ever wonder if your hashtags are doing anything on Instagram? Don't guess. No. It's Chris Allen from SmartHash HQ. And I spent the last 4 years working at a startup company, but now it's time to see if I can't take all of that skills and start my own company, start my own business. It's April 15th, in the middle of the night. It's time to launch SmartHash. Let's do this. Here we go. I just launched SmartHash. It's so early. It is day 403, and I'm surviving. I'm still here. After the year mark, I knew that was something that this whole journey started on, where if I could make it in 365 days, and it's day 403, and I'm still jobless, or working for myself rather. So I made it, which is fantastic. More like a month ago, released SmartHash. That was in a lot of updates. So here we go. SmartHash, the launch, it went really, really well. Gonna explain kind of the ROI about what I did with Kickoff Labs and with the whole SmartHash giveaway. Spent, what was it? A total of $778 for the whole thing. So that's the iPad that I bought for the giveaway. The Apple Watch. There's a new iPad version that was cheaper. That's why it was kind of like a good deal. And then it's the $150 for Kickoff Labs, which is the service where the viral sign-up service that I used to collect email addresses for the release of SmartHash. And so total of about $778. And got around, I think it was like 6,000 plus emails, which is freaking fantastic. But what's more important is the actual downloads. So how many downloads did that get me? So within the first couple of days, I think on the very first day, on April 15th when it launched, got like 800 signups. The next day it was like 300, and then it kept kind of trickling down. So until it started reaching kind of its base level of signups that didn't have, that I assume don't have anything to do with the emails that I was sending about, hey, download the app that you signed up for from Kickoff Labs. So like 4 or 5 days total that I'm attributing from the traffic from the email list that I got from the SmartHash giveaway. So that was a total of like 1,600 signups. Now, I know that doesn't sound like very good. I got 6,000 emails, got 1,600 of them to sign up. That's, kind of I think that's kind of a normal, actually, percentage. But if you break it down, that's, $778 for 1,600 signups, like actual downloads of the app, which is somewhere around, I think, like between 40 cents to 50 cents per download, which is freaking fantastic. It wasn't until I actually crunched the numbers that I realized how well that actually worked out. And the thing is I didn't need to have both the iPad and the Apple Watch. I think I probably could have done well with just either one of them, maybe just the iPad. And if I just did the iPad, it would have been like 25 cents or something like that per download, which is amazing. And I know that it's amazing because now that the hype after the launch has kind of settled down, getting it's starting to settle down on what the normal downloads amounts are, and it's not that many. It's somewhere around maybe like between 20 and 40 per day. I mean, that's I'd like it to be more, obviously, and so that growth is something that I'm trying to increase right now. So that's kind of what my main objective is now. The conversion rates of those people who are upgrading to the paid version is actually pretty good. I think it's somewhere around, I want to say it's like 15 or 16%, which is really really high for an in-app purchase. So that's really good. But it's I'd like the growth to be a little bit faster. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking into. I did ASO, so I did a lot of work with App Store optimization. A good tool to use is Sensor Tower. That's what I've been using. There's actually a lot out there now, but I like Sensor Tower. Gives you a lot of good information about what the traffic is, or what the traffic is for keywords that you could be using for your app, and then like what the difficulty is that you can actually rank high or well on those. So I've been doing a lot of work on ASO, and it's helped a little bit, but I need more downloads for it to rank higher. It's kind of like a chicken and egg problem. So what I've figured, what I'm going to do is I'm going to really punch the whole advertising game. And in order for me to do that, I could be paying more out of pocket, but I don't really want to do that. I'm making some money in different other sources of income. I think I mentioned the freelancing thing that I'm doing, so I'm making a little bit of money off of that. But I would like to keep SmartHash kind of self-sustaining. So what I figured what I'm going to do is, which is actually something that I wanted to do with SmartHash from the very beginning, is I wanted it to become a subscription type service. So instead of just paying one payment for the upgrade that you have now, it's kind of really like an early, it's for early users. It's like a benefit that they can actually get this, the upgrade for just the one price. But I've always known that I was going to make it a monthly service because there's monthly costs and I need to outweigh those. So this was kind of just a way for those early users to start. It was a better option for them to start using it for I think it's like the $2.99 purchase. I'll come back to that actually, but yeah. So it's been going well. 16%, conversion rate for the in-app purchase, which is fantastic. Somewhere around there, 15%. Gosh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So in order for me to make some more income so that I can actually pay for advertising, I'm switching the app to be a subscription. So there's going to be a monthly price. And it didn't make any sense to me. I always try to think of it as a user standpoint as well. And what's there right now for the upgrade, it's good. But I have reservations on just automatically changing the price and making it a subscription service. So what I'm doing is I'm actually working on some new features that I could add so that would make me feel comfortable to say, okay, now it's turning into a monthly price. And the features that I'm about to add is the ability to reply to comments. I've always kind of found it a little bit cumbersome to reply on comments on Instagram because you have to go into individual photos and sometimes you don't know if there's a message there that you need to reply to, so you just kind of go into your last 12 photos to look, and then if there is one, then you can reply to it. And I've always kind of felt that was a little bit cumbersome, so that's actually something that I'm tackling right now. Like, I'm actually coding that freaking thing right now. It actually looks pretty fantastic. But yeah, so it'll just be like a stream, like an inbox that you can reply to, and it's very, very fast, very quick, and I'm excited about that. I'm also adding the feature so that you could see the top performing hashtags from your fellow smart hashers, so that you can see that. I think that'll be kind of cool. I think a lot of people are actually interested in that. So those are 2 new features that I'm going to add, and then I'm going to wrap those up and then start having a subscription pricing. And the beauty behind the subscription pricing for me is that I can afford to pay $1 or $2 or even $3, $4, even $5 for a person to download the app, because the percentage of people who actually do upgrade and get the subscription, that's monthly recurring that I don't need to sell to anymore, and I can use those dollars to spend more advertising. Basically, the amount that's worth paying for a download can increase because their monthly, their total value increases because it's a subscription service. So makes sense, right? So that's something that I desperately need to do, because I was doing advertising for a little bit, and I realized that, wow, I need to, there's no way with the Facebook and even in the Instagram ads of getting anything lower than freaking several dollars to pay for a download. So I need to change the pricing scheme so that I can actually afford to spend several dollars for somebody to download the app. And this is why that 40 cents per download was so amazing from Kickoff Labs, from the Smart Hash giveaway, from the viral giveaway, viral signups. So I highly recommend doing that. If you've got some money to use to buy an iPad and for the Kickoff Lab service or something similar, because 40 cents per download is an incredible deal. So I actually I might be doing that later on when I start building the Android version, so that I could start building up for emails for that, and then kind of basically just rinse and repeat what I did for the iOS. I think that'll go pretty well. One more other thing that I wanted to talk about was I think the last video or a couple of videos ago I was talking about how I added a couple of different pricing schemes in the app currently right now. So it's $2.99 to upgrade, so that you could have unlimited, you can create unlimited hash sets and add unlimited Instagram accounts. But I added 2 other options just to test it out and see if it would work. There's a $5.99 option, which is it's the same upgrade, but it's basically like you're giving a $2 donation, and then there's the $9.99 where you're giving a $7 donation. And I just wanted to see what people would do, because the whole thing about trying to create it as I really wanted the app to seem like it was it was built by me. It was only built by one person. I know a lot of the people who are downloading the app are solopreneurs themselves, and I kind of wanted to create this culture kind of vision about how us solopreneurs can we're kind of just helping each other out. And I just wanted to see if that would work. And there's actually a lot of people who did do the donations, and I think that's fantastic. So that was a great test. That was a good win to see if that would work. I was really surprised. I'm excited, and I appreciate those of you who did that. So that was an interesting test to see what would happen. But yeah, so right now I'm just trying to build some of these latest features so that I can push them out, and then I can have them as a good. I think that'll round out a good feature set to start doing a subscription pricing. Most of the people who've already downloaded, they're probably just going to be able to get the features either for free or for a smaller subscription price, just to get the add-ons. But that's what I've been working on, and it's been kind of tough because some of the freelancing work that I've been doing on the side, they've been kind of taking up a little bit more time. But it's good because that money that I get from that I could start using right now on advertising, which is good. So it's just that balance of being able to not work on the things that I want, but then get the money that I need so that I could keep doing what I want. So, balance, I guess. Yeah, that's what's been going on for the last several weeks. I will keep you guys updated. Like my new office, stand-up desk. I'll catch you guys later. See you.